from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, July 27th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Around 11:30 this morning, emergency responders surrounded a home on Ridge Avenue in the Green Ridge section of Hazel Township near West Hazleton for a suspected meth lab. Investigators with the Attorney General's office along with state and local police were on scene. Firefighters and fire police kept onlookers at a safe distance. A neighbor we spoke with explained what he saw outside his home after waking up this morning.
They quarantined off my entire block. The fire chief, all the police officers, the firemen all showed up. They blocked off. They had set up a quarantine station. And right now they were spraying down the house, waiting to remove the rest of the meth lab. Growing up around that house, that was the house that in that neighborhood we did not go by because you could tell there was a lot of in and out. It was not well taken care of. They had 2 pit bulls outside to guard the house. At one point growing up, this area was a very good area, especially over here in West Hazleton. This was the area that you thought you could move to. My suggestion to the police officers is just keep doing the hard work. Their numbers have went up, and just keep patrolling and keep on working hard.
Police and emergency personnel were still on scene around 2 o'clock this afternoon. No word yet if any arrests were made in this morning's incident in Hazel Township. A weekend shooting in Wilkes-Barre has turned fatal. 19-year-old Kehal Braithwaite of Wilkes-Barre is wanted by police and charged with criminal homicide in the death of 33-year-old Jason Canty. The shooting happened just before midnight Saturday night near the intersection of Cary Avenue and New Alexander Street in South Wilkes-Barre. Police found Canty shot on the street. He was taken for treatment but died later at the hospital. According to witnesses, Braithwaite was seen engaging in a discussion when, without warning, he discharged a firearm multiple times, striking the victim in the head at least once. According to the trauma surgeon who was interviewed by police, the victim sustained a non-survivable gunshot wound to the head. Anyone with additional information on his whereabouts is asked to call Wilkes-Barre Police at 570-826-8106. A weekend fire in Berwick chased 12 people out of their home. It broke out around 10:30 Sunday morning in a home on West Front Street. Officials say the fire has left the half-double home unlivable. The other side has smoke and water damage. One firefighter was taken to the hospital to be treated for burns. No word on the cause yet, but officials believe the fire started on the second floor. A car carrier caught fire around 4:30 this morning. It happened at the Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge on Route 93 in West Hazleton as the carrier was parked there with 8 vehicles on board. Someone driving by altered the truck driver. The rig was on fire, alerted the truck that the rig was on fire. The driver was able to save the truck and 3 of the vehicles he was hauling. 3 cars burned and 2 others sustained significant heat damage. Hazel Township Fire Chief Scott Costician says the fire appears to have stemmed from a mechanical problem with the rig. No one was injured in the fire. Hazleton City Police were busy early this morning. Around 3:30, they responded to a call in the 700 block of West 4th Street. That's between Peace and Grand Streets of a car vandalism. Someone smashed a window on a blue Honda SUV. Police believe that there were 2 suspects involved. Then a few hours later, also on the northwest side of the town, someone broke into a 2006 Jeep owned by and stolen the stereo. If you have any information, contact Hazleton City Police at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. Hazleton police responded to a fight over the weekend on East Diamond Avenue between Carson and Seibert Streets. It was already in progress in front of the 113 East Diamond Avenue when police showed up. They charged 2 adult males and 2 adult females. 1 man and 1 woman were taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton for treatment of injuries. The fight is still under investigation. A building in Hazleton Heights is down 4 years after its rear wall collapsed. The building at 520 South Poplar Street used to be the home of the Sugar Cone ice cream shop in the 80s and a beauty shop before that, but it's been abandoned for years. Last week, the city tore it down for a cost of $108,000. It will lien the property. City engineer Dominic Yanuzzi says he plans to discuss the lot with City Council in the near future. A Frackville man was arrested on drug-related charges. According to the borough police, John Martofel of Frackville was engaged in drug activity, and while investigating the tip to police, they found him in possession of drug paraphernalia. Police released these photos of the confiscated items on their Facebook page. Martofel was taken into custody and transported to the police station for questioning. Fiat Chrysler has to offer to buy back from customers more than 500,000 Ram pickup trucks. That's the recall ordered by the National Highway Traffic Safety Association. It is the biggest such action in American history. Fiat Chrysler will also have to pay a $105 million fine. NHTSA says the trucks have defective steering parts that can cause drivers to lose control, and previous repairs have been unsuccessful. Fiat Chrysler agreed to the buyback. Owners also have the option of getting them repaired. Ram pickups are Fiat Chrysler's biggest selling vehicles. Plus, owners of more than 1 million older Jeeps with vulnerable rear-mounted gas tanks will be able to trade in their vehicles for more than market value or be paid to get them repaired, according to NHTSA. The gas tanks are behind the rear axle and have little to shield them in a rear crash. They can rupture and spill gasoline, setting the vehicle on fire. At least 75 people have died in crash-related fires, although Fiat Chrysler maintains that they are as safe as comparable vehicles from the same era. Jeeps involved are 1993 2000 to 2004 Grand Cherokees and 2002 to 2007 Liberties. The buyback and the Jeep trade-ins likely will cost Fiat Chrysler hundreds of millions of dollars. You may not have noticed it, but the slot payout rate in Pennsylvania casinos has risen for the first time since the year after the state legalized gambling. The payout rate for the fiscal year ending June 30th was 89.94%, up from 89.9% in 2013-14. That means for every $100 bet, machines returned an average of $89.94. 7 of the 12 casinos showed increased payout rates. In 2007 and 8, the first full fiscal year for any Pennsylvania casinos, the statewide rate peaked at 91.3%. Sunday, August 2nd, racers will rev their engines for the Pennsylvania 400 at Pocono Raceway. Don't have tickets yet? Well, WYLN has a pair to give away tonight. The green flag will wave at 1:30 and racers will begin the battle against the Tricky Triangle. Anyone who is interested in these tickets, make sure to call us right now at 570-459-1869, extension 1172. Leave your name and number and a winner will be chosen at random. So if you don't have tickets to this year's Pennsylvania 400, make sure to call us right now for your chance to see the racers battle it out on the Tricky Triangle on August 2nd. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Severe thunderstorms last night in parts of our area, but what can we expect weather-wise as we begin our work week? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik's in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Well, we're going to have to deal with some very hot and humid conditions before this week is all said and done. We'll get to that in a little bit, but if you're traveling the next few hours, things not shaping up to be too bad for traveling across our area. Here's a look at our radar. Really nothing going on across the northeastern part of the state of Pennsylvania. These are high temperatures. There's plenty of heat throughout much of the nation. Temperatures well over 100 degrees. Statewide, notice temperatures, high temperatures, generally getting up into the 80s, some areas near 90 degrees. And it's now 77 in New Inglewood, 84 in Berwick, and 87 degrees in Danville. We'll talk more about the heat and humidity coming up a little bit later on. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, we'll hear from Hazleton Mayor Joey Nuzzi on how council wants to place DeLucas Towing back on the towing call list for the city. Plus, students and faculty members of the Hazleton Art League had the chance to display their hard work Friday night during an art show, and we'll take you to that special expo. That and much more is headed your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Welcome to Leaf and Ladle.
Leaf and Ladle, located at 59 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountain Top, serves fresh and delicious salads, sandwiches, and soups. Come by for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're open weekdays from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Sundays 11 until 3. Delivery and catering are also available. Call them at 570-474-9200. Leaf and Ladle. Eat healthy, live happy.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Wan. I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
Hazleton's mayor was questioning the reason for an item on Tuesday night's special meeting agenda. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
An item on a special meeting agenda that was set for Tuesday has the mayor very upset. The item calls for the mayor and the police chief to place DeLuca's Towing back on the city's towing list. The mayor said council has no right to tell him what to do in this matter.
We're being sued by the towing company, and we're scheduled for court. We just got the date today, and I look on the agenda, and they are siding with the towing company. They actually asking us to reverse our decision, which first of all, number one, is that they are stepping into an area which is the administration's, and never should they have the authority to direct the police department, because this is what it's doing. Is when the police make a decision, they go and reverse it, have no knowledge of what's going on, but they reverse it.
Unuzi said DeLuca is suing the city and no one should be discussing that matter.
Who discussed litigation? When you're in litigation, the word is mum. Don't say anything. We're going to court. It could be held against you, blah, blah, blah. They put this on the agenda and are going to discuss it tomorrow night publicly, which is absolutely wrong, and that puts the city in a bad situation. It could affect the hearings and trials that we're going to be going into, and it could give a monetary win to somebody else that doesn't deserve it, and it will cost the city.
The suit comes after the mayor and the chief removed them from the towing list after some allegations were made against them.
Police policy has been in place for quite a while, and you have to abide by those rules, and they did not. So we stopped them by taking them off the list. That's all we did, was take them off the towing list. They turned around and sued us for all kind of reasons. I don't know. Most of them, I don't know. So we already are scheduled for court. We're meeting with our attorneys, and here we are, council saying, no, reverse that.
Now, we spoke with Mayor Unuzi around 1:30 this afternoon. But around 2:30 this afternoon, Council President Jack Mundy canceled the special meeting. No reason was given by the council clerk why the meeting was canceled. Now, the next regular scheduled meeting is set for August 18th at 6 p.m. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, we'll take you to a special art exhibit that took place last week in downtown Hazleton. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Well, overhead, we got plenty of sunshine, a few clouds. There is a lone thunderstorm across parts of our viewing area, northern Columbia County. We'll show you exactly where that is in a little bit, but we're going to be looking at a nice trend of weather, especially temperature-wise over the next several days. Let's take a look at the map for today, and you can see for yourself that things today, it was kind of very warm across our region. Even the humidity levels on the higher side across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. But for the most part, really didn't see any rainfall. I said for the most part because there are some areas that did receive just a little bit of rain. And speaking of just an itty-bitty amount of rain, just this little area right in through here, that's where a lone thunderstorm is. You can see the northeastern part of Columbia County, but that's about it. There is no other rain on radar across our area. Our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, they're generally in the 70s to almost 80 degrees, but the heat index, when you take a look at those dew point numbers, well in the 60s, it's making it feel like it's about 90 degrees when you walk outside. Here's a look at our almanac page. 87 and 64 display in temperatures. Averages are 82 and 61, 94 and 47 are the records. 556, 825 sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. A lot of heat across the northeast. If you think that's relatively warm and hot, look out in the central part of the nation. Even Phoenix, Arizona coming in now with 102 degrees. Statewide 84 in Williamsport, 83 in Selinsgrove, 78 Mount Pocono, 86 at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. Radar-wise, a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Most of our area did not see anything. You see just that lone leftover storm, but that's about it. Looking at the numbers as we head through tonight, staying on the muggy side, very warm. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at temperatures well into the 80s. Some low areas will be near 90 degrees. Again, another muggy night tomorrow night going into our Wednesday morning. Again, this is what we can expect across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We are in summer, and now we're going to be experiencing the summer heat across our area through pretty much the rest of this week. And it's even going to get hotter. In fact, I think most areas will have a shot of seeing temperatures get up into the 90s before all is said and done. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect. About 82 for tomorrow, Wednesday. Will be the scorcher. It's going to be hot, very hot, in the 90s. Some showers and storms around as we go into our Thursday. It starts to cool things down a little bit, and generally we'll be up into the 80s for the rest of the week going into the weekend. The daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 2, 2-0, the pick 3, 4-1-3, the pick 4, 0, 2, 1, 1. The pick 5 numbers 8, 8, 4, 9, 8, and the treasure hunt numbers 2, 4, 8, 9, and 19. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office. or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Off the Beaten Path, new episodes starting August 5th at 11:30 p.m. only on WYLN.
Students and faculty of the Hazleton Art League have the opportunity to display their works to the public. Our Julie Stefanovich stopped by Friday night's reception and has the story.
The Art League of Greater Hazleton hosted its annual student and faculty exhibit. Various works using various mediums were on display during the opening reception on Friday night. We spoke with manager Mark Charles Rooney about the event.
But most of the classes are represented here. The oil painting class, the realistic oil painting class. I teach figure drawing. My figure drawing class is well represented. We have two jewelry classes, fused glass jewelry and then a more kind of advanced jewelry class. So that's represented here. We have ceramics, both adults and children. So there's a little bit of everything, a little sample of everything from our classes.
Anyone who may be interested in honing their creative skills can register for numerous classes offered throughout the year.
The classes are offered 3 times a year. We have a fall session, a spring session, and a summer session. And students can either go on our Facebook page, they can contact me directly. We're open on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. We usually have an ad in the paper listing the classes, and we offer classes in all disciplines. Painting, drawing, children's art, manga, stained glass, jewelry, belly dancing. We have some new classes. We have landscape painting. We have an abstract painting class. Pretty much all fields of the visual arts.
Hazleton has many aspiring and professional artists and musicians lending their talents throughout the area.
The Hazleton art scene is growing dramatically. We're having a renaissance here, and there are a lot of artists. Since I became manager, I've met so many artists, so many musicians, that I've learned that in almost anywhere you go in the world, there's an arts community. And I do think that the arts community in Hazleton is definitely coming out of the closet and beginning to flourish. There's a renaissance, a cultural renaissance going on here in Hazleton.
Upcoming events at the Art League include Peace, Love, and Chalk on August 7th and 8th. A ceramic and quilt exhibit takes place in September, and organizers are gearing up for a Hispanic art exhibit in October. To find out about all of the Art League's happenings, you can visit their Facebook page for up-to-date information. In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinis is in with sports here on WYLN.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Home hasn't been the heart of the Rail Riders' success in 2015, but that is beginning to change. On Sunday in Music, Scranton Wilkes-Barre going for a home sweep of Toledo. Bottom 3, Rail Riders down 1-0, but Ben Gamble with a warning track blast, and the missed dive attempt allows Gamble to stretch it to a triple bagger as he wheels and slides in safe. Then a high chopper from Jose Perella gives Gamble the chance to score standing up. Game tied at 1. In the 7th, Cito Culver making his first AAA appearance. A ripper to right, and Aaron Judge, back from an 8-game absence, gets his big frame moving and plates what becomes the winning run. Rail Riders complete the sweep with a 2-1 victory over the Mud Hens and now hold a 2.5 game advantage for first place in the International League North. The fourth-place Iron Pigs also going for a weekend sweep of last-place Syracuse. Jason Wirth, a familiar face in the Phillies organization, doing what earned him his massive contract, and Syracuse goes up 1-0 on the RBI double in the first. Lehigh Valley trailing 4-2 in the seventh, but Aaron Altair, right back at the pitcher, gets through and scores 2. And we head to extras. In the 13th, Jason Martinson wants it to end. His 17th homer on the season. Iron Pigs can't answer in the bottom of the frame, and the Chiefs win 5-4. Tonight, the Iron Pigs and Rail Riders play each other as the Iron Rail Series continues. Lehigh Valley currently holds a 5-4 season advantage after sweeping Scranton Wilkes-Barre earlier this month. We'll have those highlights tonight on Late Edition. And in the MLB, trade rumors swirling around the Phillies, who are a surprising 8-1 since the All-Star break, but they have tonight off. While the Yankees, also playing great post-All-Star game, are in Texas for a series against the Rangers. This weekend, NASCAR will be hitting our local racetrack at Pocono Raceway. A bump in the road at the Tricky Triangle's Turn 2 caused some issues in June for drivers, but the hope is that has been corrected. Gabriella Justin previews Pocono Week.
NASCAR is returning to Pocono Raceway for the Sprint Cup Series for the first time since racing there in early June. The Sprint Cup Series is on Sunday, while the Camping World Series will take place in the Poconos on Saturday. Qualifying for the Sprint Cup Series will be held on Friday, which is also when practice will be held for both races. The Camping World Series will qualify on Saturday. On Tuesday, Pocono Raceway and Microsoft announced the renaming of the annual August NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race as the Windows 10 400. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the defending champion from last August's race. The defending winner and Hendrick Motorsports driver Earnhardt Jr. will drive the number 88 Microsoft Chevrolet SS during this weekend's race. Earnhardt Jr. discusses feelings about the track before the race in June.
This is a horsepower racetrack and where engines can make a difference, and I feel like that over the last several years we've had one of the best engine programs in the sport.
Pocono Raceway is known as the Tricky Triangle. It is family-owned and has been in business for over 50 years. The Tricky Triangle hosts multiple national motorsports events. It's the world's largest privately owned solar-powered sports facility which provides the energy needs of the raceway. The most recent driver to take the title at Tricky Triangle was Martin Truex Jr. at the We Paint Winners race in June. Windows 10 launches on Wednesday, and the Windows 10 400 will take place from this Friday to Sunday, August 2nd. For WYLN Sports, I'm Gabriella Justin.
We'll have more coverage from Pocono throughout the week. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services, including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. We will be visited by some patients that you met on a previous show. Jeanette and her husband Greg is with her. She's going to tell you about her tremendous success story, from tragedy to perseverance to triumph through chiropractic care. Their story this week. Join us.
Well, he's going to be sticking around over the next couple of days. You really got to be careful if you're doing anything outdoors, especially during the heat of the day, generally between 11 in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just be careful and try to keep cool, keep yourself well hydrated, and always wear light-colored and loose-fitting clothing. Look at Wednesday. It's going to be hot.
I guess all of us aren't following that rule when it's hot out.
No.
Like
you guys match?
Do. We
Yeah,
do.
we
It's
do.
gray and purple. Sorry.
Got the gray.
All right, he's got the gray. That's all
Light
right.
colored clothing.
I do have to say, last night that thunder and lightning storm actually
Yeah, there
woke
was some
me
pretty
up.
good
That was,
storms out there.
I have to say. All right, well, we'll let you know the memo for it tomorrow. We'll see what
Appreciate
happens.
that.
No problem. Have a good night, everyone.